everybody, welcome back to my channel, Red Elevator. I'm Nina Takesh. We have stepped outside of the elevator on what is going to be probably my favorite episode of all time. You do not want to miss the tour of the Arc Blanc, which is what this beautiful mansion is called. This home is in Hancock Park, California, and you are actually going to meet the developer as well. So follow me. As mentioned earlier, we are here today at one of my favorite developments with my favorite developer, Ori Ayonmike, who is the visionary behind this project and another project that we looked at earlier on my channel. But I wanted to introduce you to him to get a sense of where he gets his inspiration, because as a designer, I see a lot of houses and I am always in awe of what I see with Ori. Ori, what was the inspiration behind this house?
Well, thank you. That's very kind. So the inspiration behind this house, really with most of my projects, I always like for a home to feel like a hotel. My father used to be in the hotel business. He developed hotels. And my sister and I, we practically went to school at a hotel room. So I developed this love for hotels at a very young age. And I would want to bring that hotel-like feel to projects that I develop. Most of the time you go to a luxury hotel, you walk in and you're in awe. And that's really what I wanted to achieve. I wanted to achieve awe. I wanted to achieve that, that emotional reaction you get when you walk into a place and you just go, oh my God.
And that is the exact reaction that I got when I came in here. I mean, I literally was, my mouth dropped. And I was like, Ori, Ori, Ori. And this is like every project that Ori does has these details that are just so beautifully thought out, so well appointed, that I haven't seen really in any other project in Los Angeles from other developers. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I have not seen the level of detail. How do you get inspiration for those minute details that everyone's going to see? The staircase turnaround, the beautiful baseboards that are lined in porcelain that are flush with the wood. Like, how does that happen for you?
A lot of it actually happens on the fly, to be totally honest. Yes.
Right.
You have a plan, and with anyone who's developed homes, as you start to build, a lot of times when I have my guys leave for the day, I come back when it's just me and the place is really empty and quiet. And then I walk around and I start to go, oh, I can do this here and I can do that here. And of course, when they show up in the morning and okay, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, I'm like, oh my God, you're changing again. And it's just been a recurring theme. But really that's where I get a lot of it. I come in when it's just me, and I just, in that silence and that peace, I'm able to come up with these ideas. I'm not gonna take credit for all the ideas. There are a lot of great designers and developments out there. I'm always looking at stuff to be influenced and to get inspiration, which a lot of people do. And so I'm always looking at other things to inspire me, looking at museums and looking at hotels, like I mentioned. And with homes, when you're developing a home, you develop a home, but you're developing it for someone you don't know. And the thing is, you just develop it in such a way that you want to make it special, where there's just that one buyer who comes in and says, oh my God, I love this.
And they can't live without it, which is, I'm sure, I know what happened here. Multiple offers, people dying, people crying, I want this house. And that must make you feel good, because these are basically your...
It does. Like you mentioned the last project that I did, which you featured on your channel. We had offers in 24 hours. We had multiple offers in 24 hours. So that does feel good. When you put out a product and someone comes in and they absolutely love it and they're ready to make a decision right there, that does feel good, absolutely.
Tell me about the kitchen. The kitchen is an ode to sort of Parisian design. I love how minimal it is. I love how clean it is. And that cantilever island. How did you come up with all of it?
So for my last project, you know I love a dark kitchen.
Yeah.
So again, I wanted to do a dark kitchen. I did a black kitchen last time. I didn't really want to go black this time. So the color is actually, it's called cacao. You know, from the company it's called cacao, which is cocoa in Italian.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring that dark vibe to this one as well, but I also wanted to bring in some color. So we have the rose-colored island. And we have the dark, it's called thermal ash wood, the cantilever table, breakfast table that you talked about. So I wanted to bring in these dark tones to give you that moody vibe, you know, because you have the white oak floors and you have the white walls. I just wanted to give you that contrast where you have, you know, this dark element that just...
Love it, and I love the lamp on, you know, it's such an unexpected...
Oh, you gotta have that.
You gotta have that. You know, I know Consultation has that, so you gotta have that, right? I almost passed out when I saw the master bath. A lot of people ask me, why do people, or can you mix your metals? And the answer to that is absolutely. And this bathroom is an ode to how you can definitely mix your metals. How are you able to mix gold and black and beautiful porcelain, white oak, and do such a remarkable job at it?
You know, as a designer yourself, you start to create a palette, you start to put these little swatches together when you're creating, and sometimes it all looks good, and sometimes you're not sure. I always like to play with the not sure, and I found success with that when everyone else is like, I don't know about that. That's really where I like to be.
Really?
Yeah, that's really where I like
that.
to be. So that's how I approach that. I just come up with things that are not necessarily traditional, especially like, you know, we talked about the kitchen earlier. I went with a stone that has black in it, and at the same time going with, you know, cabinets that has brown. You know, usually you wouldn't go with the black and brown in a space, but those are some of the things that I like to do that just sets it apart and just makes it look different.
Yeah, and you certainly achieved that. And the terrazzo and the showers, I really love those. Juxtaposed with the very simple black fixtures or the white fixtures in the other bathroom. Clean, and every bathroom seems to be slightly cohesive but slightly unexpected.
And different, yes.
Yes,
And
that's
simplicity, that's
thought
one
out.
big thing for me. Simplicity. I like to be simple. I like to do just enough where it doesn't feel like it's complete, but it is.
It's like you don't want to try too hard, and by the way, I've always found that when in doing something simple, you have to try 10 times harder to look like you're not a try-hard.
You're absolutely right.
Right?
You're absolutely right.
And so the power of restraint is what I see in you a lot. In your beautiful veranda, you have an arched opening to the street with a fountain underneath it. It looks picturesque.
Thank you. So this house was originally from 1924. It did have arches when we purchased the development. It had 2 arches in the family room, but we decided to use that as a theme. And I believe we have a total of 9 arches altogether. I just wanted to bring that repetition to give it that old feel while still feeling modern at the same time.
Well, I can't thank you enough for allowing us into your beautiful project, into this beautiful home, and for sharing with us, all of our viewers, your absolute magic and really your impeccable design taste. So, Ori, we love you. Thank